Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Well. It ain't the month of May, but we do have some mommy issues that we need to resolve. So here we are.
How do we dub this episode?
Maybe something long. Maybe
I got it. Mondo Mommy Milkers. There you go. Mondo Mommy Milkers. You're welcome, y'all. That one's for y'all. That one's for you sickos that like this spider humanoid thing. I'm giving y'all that freebie.
So, wait, my question is, what's his favorite brand of almond milk? Is it Silk? You want some almond silk with your cereal? Speaking of cereal, we are on the 31st episode of a certain cereal. That is Osama Sentai King Oger.
Oger!
2,000 Years of Love. Not that kind of love, but I still like using that.
Love.
I love using that Brannigan voice when I say the word love. Yeah, it's really fun. It's adorable and stuff like that. Oh man, it's really too bad that like you weren't here for the Gotchard episode though, because there was so many wrestling references, man.
El Rey live action Mucha Lucha movie.
Yeah,
live action Mucha Lucha.
Oh dang! I didn't even make that reference. Oh man. Rafi Navarro, if you're watching this video, I am so sorry. I feel like I betrayed you.
How did you, dude? That is literally the first thing I said when I saw this. I'm like, El Rey, live action Mucha Lucha confirmed.
No, I went with I went with referencing the fact that I have this thing right here.
Well, I will say I like. Just to get Gotchard out the way,
yeah.
Honestly, besides from episode 2, this is my favorite episode of Gotchard because of the wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it was my most favorite episode of Gotchard so far. Not only because of the wrestling, but the wrestling did help though. But man, like I made so many wrestling references though. I mentioned John Cena, The Rock, Sting, Triple H. Darby Allin, Asuka, Tanahashi, like freaking, and out of all the things I could have
Darby Allin, how so?
Because I was like talking about like my favorite moments from WCW, my favorite moments from WW, my favorite moments from AEW, and one of my most favorite moments was when Sting announced his return from retirement to join the AEW as Darby Allin's partner, and the fact that they made a pretty cool tag team. Not gonna lie though.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Sting and Darby Allin, who will be at New York Comic Con next week.
Yeah, yo man, you gotta give me an autograph, man.
That's if I go.
That's if you go. That's true. That much is true. No, but I'll say it again. My favorite Sting face is his Eric Draven face. Where he looks like the Crow. Like that was like my favorite version of Sting.
Crow Sting is like the iconic Sting.
Yeah. And I love it when he wears a Sting mask. It was Sting in a Sting mask. It was so perfect. It's like imagine like trying to catch a criminal wearing a Richard Nixon mask, and you like take off the Richard Nixon mask, and it turns out to be Richard Nixon.
I mean, that's actually okay.
That would happen. Yeah, that would happen. Like especially if you've ever read Captain America comics, like back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like actually that would have been a clever way of like having it explicitly stated that Richard Nixon was the villain and not just implied that Richard Nixon was the villain. But speaking of fabricated villains, shall we go into this one?
Oh yeah. This Galactabugs are on fraud alert, y'all. Galactabugs are on fraud alert.
Yeah, so like, I mean, God damn it, Jim! Like 1 million people in America suffer from identity fraud every year, and so like we were like wondering, like, wait, why is like first of all, how is Jez's mom still alive, and why is she beating up the other King Ogres? Because there's no way that it's like, oh, humans are evil. I must protect my little boy because he's gonna be bullied by the other pure humans. And I'm like, nah, there's no way she would do that because she married one.
And because remember, he said his little gun is a memento from his mom.
Yep.
1 and 2. We had a whole episode with Grody. Now his mom is back.
Yeah, even if his mom beat up Grody, rightfully so, I still find it suspicious that she also beat up Rita and Himeno.
Exactly.
But turns out we were right. It is fraudulence because it was just an illusion created by King Jerk Nozzle. I'm sorry, he's not as easy to make fun of compared to, say, Jercules, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, I made a puppet of your mom, and I'm gonna use her to beat up you and your country, and you can't do anything about it unless you kill your mom. I'm like, she's not my real mom.
You know what is not real to most people, but is real? Wrestling. I have to switch back to Gotchard because you forgot the El Rey joke, which is the easiest joke there is. Fraud alert 2. Fraud alert 1 you. 2.
No, you know what I feel even worse about? You know what makes me feel even worse about missing that El Rey joke? I'm friends with Ravi Navarro. Like that makes it worse.
Couldn't be me, sir.
It's like imagine getting like having a perfect setup for making a Johnny Young Bosch joke and then not making it.
I never miss those. But that's 1. 2, the big wrestler that was breaking backs throughout the entire episode. Yeah. That was Yuki Onaya, who was
I did mention that.
Okay, so you mentioned he's a DDT pro wrestler because I didn't even know that part because thanks to my chat.
I recognized him and I'm like, hey, isn't that? Yeah, it's him. But you know what I find especially interesting? What's it called? Have you ever got a close up of Akatsuki's? No, sorry, not Akatsuki's. Asahi's wrestler mask.
Asahi's wrestler mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did you notice the color scheme on that mask?
What, the green and gold?
And the
let me take a look at that.
Aside from the green and aside from the gold, what are the 2 colors there?
Green, gold,
green and
yellow.
Not yellow. The other color.
Oh, we're talking about his form.
No, I'm talking about like when a wrestler G fuses with Asahi.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Well, while I look into that, you carry on.
See if you like recognize any patterns on that mask while we're at it. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, it turns out it's like okay. So we kind of recognize that it's not really Jez's mom, and yet we're acting like it is. Like that's kind of. I mean, it's like we're reverse Unoing here. Spoiler alert. I mean, like. Okay, like, I mean, we're going to spoil this regardless, but, like, we're going to spoil it a little early. But the thing is, how do you not know that this is a puppet? I mean, he knows. We don't know that he knows.
Well, it's because he is a storyteller, so of course he knows.
Read between the lines. But it's like this. Not gonna lie though, this does remind me though of one of my most favorite scenes from Full Metal Alchemist, like the original 2004 version, where like Edward's like beating up Envy, where it's like he turns into Mace Hughes, punches him, turns into Trish, punches him, turns him into Ross, punches him, turns him into what's it called? Mustang. As if you could pick an easier face.
Wait, didn't he do that in Brotherhood too?
No, he didn't. I wish he did though.
That'd have been cool. No, he did do that in Brotherhood. He did that to Mustang instead.
Yeah. No, like he turned it. Yeah, except he turned into Mace Hughes to Mustang. It's like, don't you dare wear his face.
Yeah. Like he was like, he was doing. Basically, they did the same thing, just different people.
But it was funnier when he did it to Edward, though. It's like, as if you couldn't pick an easier face. Although, I don't know why he froze when he used his real face, though. Like, his real Xerxian face. I don't really get it.
Anime!
It's like...
Anime. King Odrin. Continuing to be an anime like crazy. Because, actually, I want to talk about this segment of what the hell happened after the opening credits.
The flashback scene.
Actually, let's talk about this greatness that she went 1-on-1 with the death blow general himself, Daigorg.
Oh yeah, this was just beautiful.
It took 6 Rangers to beat this man. Only one Spider Mom just to whoop him.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, especially since she uses high kicks to fight him, you know what it reminds me of?
Chun-Li.
Even better, Bayonetta.
Yeah, you would say that. You're not wrong.
Yeah, because look, it's like her demon masquerade from the 3rd game, where she turns into like a pseudo form with Madame Butterfly, except it's a spider, not a butterfly. But like she's like whooping him, like using her high kicks and her threading and stuff, and so lit. And I swear, like in the background, like I could mentally like add like the sound effects. Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style one day. Don't sue us, Audrey Hepburn.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, Bayonetta. All right. And Audrey Hepburn, sure. Audrey Hepburn, come sue us. I dare you.
The weird, what's really weird is that even though Audrey Hepburn is more famous for singing that song, it's crazy how like Frank Sinatra at least did a cover of that song. So like all 3 theme songs to Bayonetta were at least at one point or another sung by Sinatra, even if he wasn't the original writer of those songs.
He's never written anything original in his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shots fired!
But he did sing them. Reminds me of a mafia joke my dad told me once, but that's neither near or there. I mean, if we were at the God Chart episode, at least like we had the Yakuza to have that set up, but it is what it is. Okay. But yeah, so let's talk about that scene you wanted to talk about.
Well, besides first, I just want to appreciate Daigorg, most badass character, went toe to toe with Jeremy's mom, and she stood her ground with him. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole Jeremy flashback was nice because it's like, okay, that's basically fighting Daigorg. She knew she wasn't walking out of that alive, but at least she put up a good fight for the whole, Ragnarok supremacy thing back then. But what got me is what happened after with Rita and Himeno, Yanma and Jeremy, freaking Kaguragi. Let's break this down. Rita and Himeno like, okay, we want to get back at Grody, naturally, but Rita still has to play by the books, and she's like, nah, you're not gonna go be a vigilante. You're not gonna be Batman out in here. You're not Himeno Wayne.
Yeah.
So she's like, nope, got to put you down for arrest. And then just to continue on with Rita Himeno, he's like, oh, darn. I guess I can't get out of here, but how about you meet the Mofun voice actor and maybe we can cut a deal?
It's like you dare bribe a judge, and you know what's funny is how like a few episodes ago it's like may I offer you some tea? What, you think you could just bribe me with some tea? What, are you so easily bribed? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yes you are. Yes you are.
Oh no, this Mofun figure. Whoops, it just slipped. Mofun!
And it's like, oh, new episode of Mofun, and like she just like starts watching it to a very obvious trap. It's like,
what the setup? Like, come on, you heard that Zaya Enterprise type of cameo, like produced by Himeno. Like, come on, might as well have said Zaya Industries.
It's like presented by Ishibana.
You might as well have just said presented by Zaya. Well, I mean,
100%.
we'll get to some. We'll think. I have a feeling we'll have some Zaya. Not really, but next week we'll talk about that a little bit. We talk about that.
And what's funny for me is just like the cage bars weren't even well hidden. It's like you can clearly see they were there.
But that's the point. Because but we know Rita, when it comes to Mofun, she's got tunnel vision.
It's like
anything in her surroundings. If she had Ultra Instinct, that thing would go out the damn window when it comes to Mofun.
It's like I don't know if you saw one of those 2000. I don't know if you've seen those old 2008 YouTube trailer spoofs like Dark Knight and Twilight and but like there was like this one, but like the one for Twilight, it's like there was like this one joke about how like James is like this excellent hunter, and then you see like this chubby Asian dude, like he sees like a chocolate bar on the floor with like a cardboard box and a stick, and then he goes for it's like and like he's like struggling to get out of the cardboard box. It's like the cardboard box is only covering his head, so he can just easily stand up. But he's like trying to it's like. See that? That was me. That was all me. Like that. Like my snack. You're gone. Like you're my snack now. It's like that's what it reminded me of. And like now I'm just feeling nostalgic for those old videos. I can't remember if the YouTube user is called Monkey Apple something or Evil Iguana something, but it's like one of those two channels. It's like, yeah. It's like. Man, 2008 was a gas when it came to YouTube, man. 2008 was a gas. I mean, sadly, it was like right after like they started taking down those 10-minute clips of entire episodes of tokusatsu shows like Dano and Geki Ranger and stuff. But as far as like fan-made stuff, like YouTube user spoof videos,
yeah, who was it?
Yeah.
Woo, but no,
2008 was a gas.
It really was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got those two. Then we got Yanma and Jeremy over like, yo, trial by combat. Yo, you gonna watch over it? Yo, Reno was supposed to watch over this, but what happened? That gag.
Cage fight.
So then it's like, all right, we just gonna throw down. But I'm not even
and completely unintentionally, brother, my brother, tell me why we really fight.
We'll get to that. We gotta build up. Then we got that. We got these two just like, guess we gotta fight. No. And then Kaguragi.
He's like trying to contact the aliens.
Kaguragi.
And then eventually Himeno joins him out of nowhere.
Oh my god. Yeah, so basically because they know that the Galactibugs are watching them, essentially. And so Kaguragi's like, well, if they're watching, might as well make contact. Ventra! It's like, look, you get in contact, I get Grody. Ventra! Indra.
Like, I swear, it's like that episode of that Mitchell and Webb look where like it's like for like in the for Zoltron where it's like everyone's like yeah by Zoltron's name and like blah 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 and like this one dude's like confused wait like why who's this Zoltron guy like I was gone for like 2 weeks and now it's not Zoltron, Vectron. It's like all of a sudden everyone it's like Vectron this, Vectron that. It's like I don't know, like we've been talking about Vectron for ages. Like when did we start mentioning Vectron? It's like oh I think it was like 2 weeks ago when I lost my Pegtron. It's like oh okay, see. Okay. One more time just for old time's sake. For Vectron! Oh man. Okay, Hulu, Netflix, whichever streaming service, bring back that Mitchell and Webb look. Okay, 4 seasons, 6 episodes per season. I miss that show. Okay, like we got Numberwing, we got Sir Digby Chicken Caesar, we got those 2 Nazis who only appeared in the first episode. You know, it's like Hans, are we the baddies?
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, but no, like season 3 and 4 had one of the most timeless skits, timeless recurring skits of all time. The Event. I swear, when we went into lockdown, I just could not stop watching The Event. Do not talk about The Event. What was it like before the event? We don't know. We have no record of things from before the event. It's like how did you become blind? I don't know. All I saw was a bright flash of light, and there it was. So it was the event. And then that one chick has like a panic attack because someone brought up the event. Gotta love the quiz broadcast. But yeah, COVID made that thing timeless.
Gira, the entire time, was the straight man behind all this insanity. Yeah. He's like, hey man, Rita, come on, y'all can't be. What the hell is going on?
Everyone's gone all kablooey.
Groggy, what are you doing, my guy? Yanma, Jeremy, please don't fight.
The most surprising part is the fact that Himeno, of all people, joined Kaguragi on his little venture. Surprising. Not gonna lie though, it's adorable because it's Himeno doing it, but it's the fact that you wouldn't expect her to do it.
Well, because she wants revenge against Grody, and because she switched places with Kaguragi, so she has a better understanding of how he operates.
Yeah.
So,
I still ship her with Gusto.
Oh yeah, no. These 2 are strictly platonic.
Yeah,
these 2 are strictly platonic.
Yeah, as long as we are on the same page on that. Okay. Okay. But yeah.
And like, yeah, no, the fact that Gira, Demon Lord Gira, the entire time is the straight man.
The goofiest of all 6 kings.
And he's the straight man? Nah, you know things are effed up.
Yeah.
He's
like,
the straight man.
Because like you got the incel comic, you got the pretty princess, you got the weeb, you got the kiss up, and you got the guy who can't talk straight. And this dude is supposed to be the goofiest of all 6 of them, but somehow he's the straight man.
I think that's what made this episode just so
perfect.
He's just like, what the hell is going on? What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, it's like when Heath Ledger said, "And I thought I was the crazy one."
No, it's like, I thought my jokes were bad.
I know, but it's crazy when like he's the sane one though. It's like no, seriously, like that is your plan. I do not think it is very logical. Actually, you know what? Shout outs one more time to Jeff Ward for playing Buggy because he killed it. He killed it as Buggy. Like, I love him.
Yep.
Like, I'm not even like pining for him. I just think he gave a fantastic performance.
I mean, he had to look the part of being a, well, I can't spoil right now for One Piece for you because you're only on Sabaody Archipelago, but if you
I know he'll be back. A certain someone spoiled all of Whole Cake for me, chapter by chapter, every month it's been coming out.
well,
So believe me.
Else from there, I'm just gonna say Buggy, Jeff Ward's Buggy fits current Buggy. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you're saying that there's a crocodile pulling Jeff Ward's strings?
Okay, so if you already know, then what the hell am I trying to tiptoe around it?
Look, again, a certain someone spoiled everything from Whole Cake, chapter by chapter, in detail, on a monthly basis.
All I'm saying is, if I see Jeff Ward's face on a wanted poster saying he's one of the 4 Yonkos, I believe it.
Yeah. No, I actually do find it interesting that 2 of those 4 were members of the Roger crew, and now a 3rd one is the apprentice to one of the other 2.
True.
Yeah.
Spoilers for those who haven't caught up to One Piece.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it's like, just because I'm not caught up doesn't mean I don't know. I mean, look, I only needed the first 25 episodes of Attack on Titan to know who those 2 Titans were. And just the outro alone from season 2 told me everything I needed to know to predict everything that would happen up to the pre-anti-penultimate chapter. The 4th to the last chapter, for those of you who can't keep up with all those prefixes.
Basically, get your butts ready for the finale of Attack on Titan, which now I don't think is going to be the finale because we're getting another freaking volume next year.
Excuse me?
Volume 35 next year.
What?
Yeah.
There's a 35th?
I didn't stutter. Hey, look, we got a 17th volume of Horimiya as well, so at least I'm happy about that. With Attack on Titan, I couldn't care less at the moment. I just wanted to end so we could focus on other anime, for crying out loud.
It's bad enough they added those 4 pages that ruined a mid-finale. And I don't mean mid-season finale. I mean a finale that was mid in quality. But what little there was to salvage that ending was gone because of those 4 additional pages. And now you tell me there's going to be another volume after that.
Yeah.
That better be a prequel. That better be a prequel.
It's basically going to expand on the ending in a way Isayama really wants to tell the ending. But you know what? Let him. I'm not going to take that from him.
You know what's crazy is that I've seen fan-made final chapters that were better than the actual final chapter. Like some dude took panels from past chapters and then added new text boxes to those and combined certain images from certain panels to make brand new panels. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not super happy with the way those ended, but they sure did a better job at chapter 139 than the actual chapter 139.
Well, to be fair, not every manga can be Full Metal Alchemist caliber when it comes to an ending.
I'm just saying, it's like if you're gonna go like full Code Geass route with this, it's like at least like with the fan made chapter, they doubled down on the Code Geass aspect, but in a way that worked better than the Code Geass route that the official ending went. And I'm like, wait, Aaron's the villain. Well, are they seriously doing a Code Geass? Did they seriously just like when I read that one chapter, like it was like chapter 115, I think, like somewhere in the 110s. I was like, aren't they seriously pulling a Code Geass? Are they seriously gonna make Eren the one villain that everyone else is gonna have to universally team up against, and then have him like fake his death or have a real death, so to create a false sense of peace with everyone? Oh my god, they're going full metal. They're going full Code Geass.
Every manga can end like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, even Full Metal Alchemist like did better. I mean,
this is peak ending.
It is peak. It is peak. And for all you people who want their diversity, Full Metal Alchemist was written by a woman. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So it was a great series about two brothers. Two brothers. No vans, no tornadoes, no meteors. Well, actually, technically, there was a meteor in the 2004 version.
Let's not even get into that. But back to
Clayton. But there are old ladies and cats.
But you know that when there's one thing that wasn't in Full Metal Alchemist that was not in this episode of King Oger? Bowler hat guy.
Yes.
Yes. You know what? I'm just gonna skip to the ending right quick, just to prove a point. No bowler hat guy, and now there's true unity within the Six Kingdoms once again.
Yeah. So let's discuss that for a second. Like, giant Jess's mom shows up to destroy Shigotum. Everyone's running and panicking, and Gear's like, "Oh man, I guess I have to solve this by myself." Except, yoink, no, you don't.
It was a prank, bro.
It's Insect Leon, Neo Genesis. You are not alone.
You proud of yourself for that?
I'm not. I am not. But I had to go there because
follow through, so that's okay.
Because much like episode 104 of Yu Yu Hakusho, you got yourself punked. Success.
And I love how everybody said it except Rita.
Yeah. But I mean, Rita's holding up the sign. But I swear, this reminds me of that scene from Yu Yu Hakusho episode 104. Where like Yusuke like negotiates with Yomi, and then it's like, and then Kurama asks the rest of this, like everyone, like Team Kurama's just like having this whole conversation with like notepads, and like even Rinku's like uses ... for dramatic pause, and like Chu like punches his like, "Oi, you don't have to write down for dramatic pause," and then it's like, okay, guys, well, let me know. Like, if you guys had to choose between Yusuke and Yomi, who would you go with? And everyone's like, Yusuke! Did you even have to ask? Undecided.
No, see, what had got me was basically they're like revealing, it's a prank, bro. Then Gaara's trying to have his brain blast, like was everyone the plan the whole time?
It's like that scene from. Wait, have you ever seen that 2011 adaptation of Green Hornet with Seth Rogen and? Yep. Yeah, so like remember, so like I love that scene where he's like at the bar with that lawyer dude, and it's like he's like having that brain blast moment. And it's like wait a minute, my dad was allergic to bees, but if my dad reported the truth about the true crime rates, then the DA would not be able to get reelected for his position. Then that must mean that, and then the DA is like. I'm guessing by that facial expression that you've been holding for the last 2 hours that you figure out that I'm the person who killed your father. Well, unfortunately for you, you're a little too late because now I have you at gunpoint.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene.
It's like, okay, for anyone who has or hasn't watched the Green Hornet movie and is on the edge of whether or not to watch it, it's not a faithful adaptation of the radio serials or the 1960s TV series starring Jeet Kune Lee, but you would enjoy it more if you think of it as a parody of the franchise as opposed to a faithful adaptation. If you watch it as a parody of Green Hornet, you're actually going to have more fun with it. Because the thing is, when I first watched it, I was mid on it, but that was because I've already listened to MP3 files of the radio serials, and I've watched episodes of the original 1960s TV series. And by the way, like, despite the fact that they did have a crossover with 60s Batman with Adam West, it's not campy like Adam West Batman. So if your first exposure was from Batman, you're going to be surprised how dark and serious Green Hornet actually was. Mm-hmm. It was a proper noir serial back in the 60s. So if anything, it's kind of surprising that they even had a crossover with Batman. Actually, you know what's kind of ironic about it, though? Like, people are like when they first announced that Batman v Superman was going to become a thing, like one of the biggest criticisms I had is like, but can you actually make a Batman v Superman crossover because Batman is dark and gritty while Superman's all bright and hopeful and stuff, as they usually are. But here, like, Batman versus Green Hornet, sort of the other way around. Green Hornet is the dark and gritty one. Batman is the fun and campy one. Same disconnect, but boy, is that a reverse Uno on Batman.
I mean, the animated series did Batman versus Superman. So, I mean...
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it was tonally fitting. Like look, as an animated series, it can work, but as a live action, like, I don't think it would translate as effectively.
It can if it was written well enough.
Yeah.
But
it's like, it would be very difficult.
Basically, give me Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Batman, Superman, someone to write it that actually understands the characters within the sense of, like, in the animated series,
and not cram 6 different Superman plots into one movie.
Exactly.
It's like, if you're gonna do Death of Superman, like, you need to earn it. Exactly. You need to work up to it. Like, if there was like a third Superman movie, that could have been Death of Superman, not Batman v Superman. And also, it's like, Lex Luthor's such a lame villain in that movie too.
Oh, let's not get down to that. Let's not open that can of worms today. You know what was a lame supervillain? The damn leader of the Galactabugs, because he got pranked. A silly children's prank.
What I love is that he still has that. He still has those metallic streamers from the prank for the duration of the episode.
And then he's just mad. He's big mad because he's like, "Oh, how dare you! You're boring.
You're supposed to be fighting each other, not collaborating." Yeah, well, we are the Six Kings. Oh, and by the way, everyone in Shogodam, when we decided to exile the Bugnarok, we were only pranking the real villain. Now that he's properly exposed, you know who the real villain is. You got his name. You got his face. Anyone got a notebook? Write it down.
Yeah, and see, I love how it's the week that Power Rangers Cosmic Fury shows up. Hear me out, y'all. Cosmic Fury debuts. Where's Bowler Hat Guy? He ain't here. You know what he's doing? He's up. I'm not gonna spoil it because y'all doing Cosmic Fury week.
You know what he's really doing? You know what the Bowler Hat Guy did? He was the one who transported that blue serum in the first episode of Cosmic Fury.
There you go. Without spoiling Cosmic Fury, he did that. And everything else you see in those episodes of Cosmic Fury, Bowler Hat Guy. That's why he wasn't here this week. That's why we had this. And now but at the same time, the Morphin Masters, because they messed up big time, because now we have to lead into next week's episode.
And the crazy part is, it's like, there's a delicate balance between good and evil held by a thin thread binding the Green Morphin Master to the Bowler Hat Guy. With the Green Morphin Master like trapped in that little like capsule thing, that leaves an imbalance where where the bowler hat guy can run amok over the multiverse with impunity.
Here's what happens now, though. The bowler hat guy not being here because he's messing around with Cosmic Fury. That's the entirety of this episode up until after they defeat Jeremy's mom, which it was a nice moment for Jeremy to come to terms with his mom being dead already.
And honestly, I'm still impressed by like how like she's going full Bayonetta on the Megazord. Like you got the full 20 right there. You got the full 20 right there. He's big, it's bulky, you get it. But it's way bigger than Jez's mom. And she is still putting up an awesome fight, all things considered. It's like I get it. It's a person inside a suit. If they're that flexible in a real life situation, they could be that flexible, like on a city set. But even then, like monsters typically act slower to compensate to make it more realistic that they're giant, because the bigger you are, the harder you fought. Like I told you again. But damn, she
that took on Digorg with ease, so this is nothing to her.
Yeah, this was freaking lit. Like even as a giant, she's fast and agile. It's like she modeled herself after Hulk Hogan. Yes, that is a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
But hey, look, at least we now know why Jeremy's dad fell for her.
Yeah,
get it now.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Between your legs.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah.
I stand at the gate, and the song that I sing is of moonlight.
Jeremy's dad is dead. She crushed his head with her thighs.
I mean, you know it's funny. Like you got that Tommy Wiz show where Tommy Wiseau gets kidnapped by an alien. He has to play video games. Like I'm surprised that like he is like playing as Kitana in MK9. And his opponent is Sonya Blade, and she uses her finishing move where like she crushes her opponent in half with her thighs. I'm surprised Tommy Wiseau didn't say, "You're tearing me apart, Sonya," because Sonya was literally tearing her apart.
But yeah,
perfect setup, and you didn't go for it.
Fail. See, it's like how you failed in not using the El Rey joke. Boom! Comedy works in threes, people. No.
Yes, I've dishonored my family, and I've lost the tradition of donuts. But much like a donut, karma goes in a circle. Now let's plug this plot hole, shall we?
No.
Speaking of plot holes,
giant monster attacks, and now after the giant monster attack, bowler hat guy messed up because of that's going on in Cosmic Fury. I think it's safe to say we can blame Zato. Yeah, it's Zato's fault. Zato.
He chose to use that sword against the Nemesis.
You had one job, Zato. Now you messed up everything. You had to mess up everything. Now the Green Morphin Master and bowler hat guy running amok. Now, why do I say that? Because the Galactabug leader, king, whatever, I don't care what he is. All I know is he's a punk because he's mad because he got pranked. And now he's going to be like, oh, you want to prank me? Well, I'm going to just isekai you now.
You like to play Kingdom Hearts 3, do you? Well, here's the secret ending.
Here's Kingdom Hearts 4.
Just like in Kingdom Hearts 4, they end up in Japan. They ended up in modern day Japan. Just like in Kingdom Hearts. Just like in Kingdom Hearts. I didn't even play that game. Like I just know that happens at the end.
Where Sora has regular shoes, not his big old Disney shoes, regular shoes. But yes, this season is such an anime now. Now we're doing an isekai,
or at least a reverse isekai.
Yes, a reverse isekai.
A perspective isekai. Isekai is relative.
Look, I don't like isekai, but this one I'll accept. And yeah, that's basically how we end this episode. And if you guys want a more in-depth discussion, no, I'll admit we literally did the discussion of the preview as it aired. We did like a whole video for it. And now I want to correct some of the things we said. We thought it was King, but apparently it's King's son.
Prince.
Which makes no sense because it's been 10 years. Boy, what was you doing? What was you and Amy doing? What's in the morphin grid? My guy? Steroids?
Like maybe it takes place in the future compared to like you know how like Pirates of the Caribbean 5 takes place like it was released 10 years after Pirates of the Caribbean 3, but it takes place 20 years later instead of 10 years later. Yeah. So like something like this is what's going on. So it's like this episode is released in 2023, but the episode takes place in 2033.
Yeah. But either way,
we all know that his grandson, like Prince's grandson, will become a Kyoru Navy.
Yeah. Yes, he will. But we did a whole thing about the preview over on Henshin Gate. Videos up on YouTube right now. Shameless plug. But I will say,
I mean, you're gonna make that plug sooner or later because
Kiryu Gold. Hey, I was like things are in the preview, so I'm not so really much of a spoiler. Yeah, Kiryu Gold, Kiryu Black. Actually, I want who here in Bulk and you two. Do you think Kiryu Black is going to hit on Himeno, and that's why he gets a sword to his face by Rita?
I could see that happening. Although I could see him hitting on both of them. It's like saying like, who do you think is gonna mess this one up, Krillin or Vegeta? And the correct answer is both. They will both mess it up. Like I know that Ian Yorkland can't keep it straight. He's gonna hit on one or both of them.
Oh, of course.
But either way, he's gonna get his butt kicked. Like Rita is a cold calculated one. It's like, hey, sexual harassment towards a judge is a felony. Sure. Well, actually, it's more of a misdemeanor unless you're actually in court, in which case, like that's a different thing depending on what state you're in. But do you think Himeno would just be okay with him hitting on her? No, she's gonna drop him and then hold a sword to his neck like this, like say that one more time. Say that one more time. I dare you. I double dare you, mother. Say that one more damn time.
You know what? That would make the scene more hilarious because all we see is Rita holding her sword at him. It's like, whoa! Or as like my chat would say, it would be hilarious if he says, "Oh my," which that's
oh my.
You cannot have that scene happen and him not say, "Oh my."
I'll say, look, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, no, it's like you know what's funny? I used to have this idea of like, what if there was a Kamen Rider Den-O versus Gekiou Ranger crossover? Because like you'd think that would be a really good time to like have a crossover between Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. But like, it's like, but like, yeah, and like I even had like a lot of cool ideas.
Wait a minute, you just cracked the code. Remember one of the superhero Tyson movies where Den-O Geki Yellow.
Yes, I was gonna say, like in my idea for the crossover, Urataros was going to take over Ryutaro's body. He's gonna hit on Ran. Ran's gonna smack him so hard that she ends up ejecting Urataros out of Ryutaro's body. And the poor boy is going to suffer all the damage.
Well, we cracked the code, y'all. We were wondering why, of all people, Geki Yellow was being hit on. Because it was meant to be for the Den-O Geki Ranger crossover. Morphin Network, where we just cracking the codes all over, y'all.
Yeah. So I'm a little sad that like when Urataros did hit on Geki Yellow in the superhero Tyson, it was toned down compared to what I imagined the exchange would have been. But hey, it is what it is. But hey, at least he did it. At least he did hit on her.
We got it. That's all.
We got it. We got it. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
But okay, yeah. So yeah, that King Oger, episode 31. Oh no, this is a 10. Like
10. This is one of the best episodes in the entire arc so far.
This went from hype from last week to hype to this week. Now we got more hype coming soon. Dog, it's a good time to be a Tokusatsu fan, and it's paired with a decent episode of Kamen Rider Gotchard.
Yeah, like this has been a good week for Tokusatsu. Now, keep in mind, I haven't seen Blazar episode 12 yet, but episode 3 was not bad. No, yeah, episode 3 was not bad either, which is the one that we reviewed this week. So please be sure to check out.
Crossed on a
So please be sure to just check it out, see where we're at. Yeah, and of course, yeah, so yeah, this one's a 10. Like I mean, there's very little in the way of choreography aside from Jess's mom kicking it real good. But
with you.
But it's but as far as the comedy goes, this was peak. This was Dawn Brothers worthy. And speaking of which, Oreka's Only One has been added to Taiko no Tatsujin's monthly list. So if you have that game, you got the season pass, definitely try that song out. Oh, along with Just Live More. I'm not surprised that song's there because it was in Rhythm Adventure. So,
Yeah. And the Dawn Brothers versus Senkaiju movie is out now, y'all. Watch it.
Yeah. Definitely worth checking it out. And, my poor man Minoru. We haven't talked about Minoru in a while, haven't we?
Look, you now know what if you've seen the movie, you know what happens to him. Yeah. I'll just spoil it now. The movie's out, so sue me. He gets a dub. He finally gets a dub.
Yeah.
My man he's finally happy. He's finally free of this nonsense. Now for the next movie, leave him the hell alone. Leave him the hell alone. He's happy. He's in peace. He's on his farm. He's taking care of his mama. Leave him the hell alone.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Hold on. Okay. I hope Minoru doesn't become a Bakuageki. Because in the next season, in the next crossover in Dawn Brothers versus King Oger, one of the monsters of the movie is going to be Bakuageki.
Boom Boomger.
Yeah, Bakuagi Sentai Boom Boomger. The name is still so weird. I can't get over.
Well, wait, no, we have to do Avatar Key because we did King Oger. No, we gotta do. Now we have to do Dawn Brothers, so it's gonna be Dawn Brothers.
Avatar Key.
But as long as it ain't Minoru, we don't care.
Yeah, because Minoru already had enough of.
And my man suffered enough. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
But
I swear, if he becomes Bakuageki, I'm gonna be so pissed.
That's probably what's gonna happen. Like someone's gonna become Avatar Key, and then they're just gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's used to it. Let's just do it." Like, leave him alone.
Okay.
But, y'all, what do you think?
Yeah, looks like Jez's mom is alive, but gets captured by King Digga Dugga. Okay, that's a fun nickname. I haven't played Dig Dug in a while. Maybe I should get back into it.
King Dig Dug. There we go. Dig Dug.
Okay, so she defeated Digorg a long time ago while Jeremy is still wearing that mask. But where is his dad? Probably dead.
Dead.
It's like have you not seen Dragon Ball Z? Your dad's dead. Your dad's dead. Your dad's dead. Oh, god damn it. Now the kid is crying. Listen, George!
Yeah, come on. This is an anime, people. Get with the program.
Like,
I'm gonna know
Team 4-Star, I'm glad you guys are doing the boo bits, but I wish you would just make full episodes at some point incorporating those boo bits. But I still stand by what I said in the past. Like one of my most favorite arcs in Dragon Ball Z is the Great Saiyaman arc. Like I hate that it only lasted 5 episodes. I wish it lasted. Like honestly, I wish Great Saiyaman just had like his own 26 episode series. Because like it's just a fun thing. Like you got like you got a kid who saved the world. You can't have anyone knowing that he saved the world. So he becomes a mass superhero to fight crime while he's in college. Not in college, in high school, but he lives out in the boonies, so it's a long commute. But regardless, meanwhile, you've got a vigilante hero, who's trying to figure out who this masked hero really is, and it just so happens that they're classmates. That is such a fantastic premise. I wish it lasted longer.
Superman.
I mean, yeah, it's basically Superman meets Kamen Rider, but still, it's like, I want to see more of it. It was just that fun. Like even the episode where like Gohan had to go on a date with that one girl because she saw him wear like teddy bear underwear and he thought that she saw him turn into Great Saiyaman. It's like, here's the thing. I would even forgive him for wearing teddy bear underwear because he's from the boonies. He gets whatever underwear he could get. Okay. Don't judge the man. Now, if you're in a metropolitan city, you don't have an excuse.
Yeah, but Gohan Riz.
He's part of that.
Spider-Mom.
Don't mess with Spider-Mom. Exactly, Spider-Mom. She's not actually a spider. She's an early Cenozoic arachnid creature. But she's not an Aran, yeah. Don't get it twisted, or you'll get technological hands. Okay.
That's his mommy milkers, people. Right.
Yama again. Yeah, this is a recurring thing. I'm not going. I mean, look, Sky and Sam kind of had a thing going for 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's always the Blue Ranger and the Sixth Ranger always having beef with each other. Sometimes it's the
Bokenger was the Black Ranger.
Sometimes it's the black or green Ranger, but most of the time it's the Blue Ranger.
Oh, we had Gold and Blue in Shinkenger. We had Red and Gold in Goanger. Silver was a hater in Goseiger, no matter who he was aimed at.
Yeah. Mostly at Blue because Blue had his partner dead.
Yeah. Blue. Yeah, like I wish we had a Green Ranger in that season. Not gonna lie though. But hey, shout outs to Eduardo. He figured it out that it was a dolphin all along, unless Toei saw his Green Ranger cosplay and like adapted it. In which case, wow, great job, Eduardo. Let's see. Gokaiger, it was silver and green for 1 episode. Let's see. That
Blue was hating.
Yeah, I mean, at most you could say blue and gold in Goat Busters, but only because they were best friends back in the day. Yeah, but like one aged, the other didn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like imagine if like you got Luffy and Ace as kids, and then Ace just disappeared in a pocket dimension, and somehow Luffy he shows up when Luffy becomes biologically older than Ace.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Let's see. Kyoger.
Famous plug. Check it out on Saturdays?
Saturdays, yeah.
Saturdays at
3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern.
Yes, you heard him. Check that out Saturdays on the
favorite episode of Cosmic Fury. Well, I cannot answer that. I mean, I have an answer, but I cannot answer that until we get to the 10th episode. So then I could say which one was my favorite, because I don't want to spoil which is my favorite episode, because then I would have to explain why. But in my head, I do have a favorite episode. So because I did watch all 10, but we're only doing episode 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
But between episodes 1 and 1, I'd have to say my favorite episode was episode 1. So there you go.
Yeah, so watch their Cosmic Fury review. I'm still not going to watch Cosmic Fury. You can't make me watch it. No, I'm kidding. I'll watch it eventually. Eventually, maybe like next year.
I would definitely. Give me a second. Here we go. I would recommend watching.
The latest episode of Mofun Anime had a new art style. Zaya Enterprise confirmed. It was Zaya produced. They had to be made on the quick.
Actually, it's 5,700 something episodes. Get it straight.
Yeah, see. Zaya produced confirmed.
Man, like I can't believe that Mofun has more episodes than One Piece, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Pokemon combined.
Don't forget Detective Conan.
Oh yeah, that's also ongoing, isn't it? Oh, and Lupin the Third.
Lupin. I forgot what show in Japan, but it's a kid show that's like at that amount of episodes, around 5,000 plus.
I know that Precure has a lot of episodes.
Well, yeah, Precure too has got a lot of episodes. Precure's been going on.
I love how in My Hero Academia, we got Midnight going into excruciating detail about the history of Precure. It's like that is just hilarious.
Oh my god! Right,
okay,
let's get through this.
Yeah. Wish Bayonetta 3 was better writing wise. I did like the mechanic introduced for Bayonetta, though I missed the mixing weapons. Yeah, that much is true. That much is true. Yeah.
They mentioned the voice acting. Futsuka Fortune. That's what got Rita. I was like, hey. You wanna be that guy? I got connects. I can get you to do that. You know, you don't have to pay those Comic-Con fees either.
She's gonna have her locked up for throwing the merch.
Yeah.
I still love how, like, in that earlier episode, the two of them were like discussing what scummy people scalpers are. Which, by the way, Pika Van Gogh. Pika Van Gogh. Like, that was just painful to watch.
All right. You want to talk about scalpers? You want to talk about scalpers? Tell me why. In New York, I don't know if this happens everywhere, but in New York for Comic-Con, we have the scalpers. I'm not going to say where they are, but we have the scalpers, right? And they charge you roughly around the price what a normal ticket would cost, depending on the day you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you're trying to buy official, legitimate off of Comic-Con's site through the Lite program. They are charging more for a ticket on the legitimate site than a scalper would. You're scalping more than the scalpers, you hypocrites.
I mean, I would say, like, when it comes to scalpers, it really depends on the scalper and what seat or event you're going to, because I remember, like, there was this one time where like one particular instance where, like, I was able to get like a $85 ticket to see a hockey game for $35.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it really depends on the scalpers. And, like, I get it. You take advantage. Here's the thing. On one hand, you kind of, like, do want to take advantage of, like, people who are buying tickets last minute and want a quote-unquote deal. But also, at the same time, it's like the resale value of the ticket, like the refund price is probably so low, like you're better off just selling the tickets at a lower price than retail. Like, honestly, I don't know how the mechanics of scalping works. I don't know, like, how the scalpers decide what the price of the tickets are. And usually you have to bargain, you know. But, like, do I make it a habit of using a scalper? Absolutely not. Do I condone scalping? Officially, no. But the question is, it's like, if it gets to the point where it's easier for people to get scalped tickets than official tickets, both in terms of price and quality, the ticket master is to blame, not the scalper. Honestly, I don't know what the motivations for the scalpers are, because sometimes it's like, you know, maybe they pocket a bit of extra change, but, like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like when a scalper charges a lower price than the actual ticket price, I don't know what the motivation is. I mean, for the most part, they got to get rid of the last bit of tickets because otherwise they'll be completely wasted.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's like,
I like them better than the official people. Literally, one ticket that's like $500. The fact that there's a ticket that's $500 is baffling, and they're selling it on the official site for $1,000 now.
But I will say this: what does it say when like the scalper price is less than 50% of the retail price?
Like,
what does it say about the Ticketmaster?
It says that going to Comic-Con is pointless, and that whoever's in charge of ticketing for Comic-Con should all burn in hell.
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, like I paid legit for Kiss. Like I'm gonna see Kiss perform next month. It's their final. It's like this is their final tour, and like their last show is gonna be in December. Like I got tickets to see them in November, and like I paid a relatively decent price from the official Ticketmaster. But I'll say this is like I really hope that they don't oversell like with I think it was Taylor Swift or Lana Del Rey or something.
Man,
because that is insane.
Support the official ticketing unless the official ticketers are robbing you blind.
Yeah, and as far as the official ticketing goes, it's like do you not have like security measures in place, like QR codes? Like heck, shout out to Scott Zillner. Like he uses a QR code. Like you have a name assigned to a QR code. You gotta show your photo ID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
even gonna tell you about KCON, but I'm gonna just tell you, KCON, really, step it up. Yeah. Don't have people like me around.
Yeah, and even they even have measures to make sure that you're not, sharing the badge after you got it.
Oh my God, that's such a flawed system with me. Oh my God, the amount of times I've gotten away with that. 10 plus years, buddy. It's a flawed system.
It is a flawed system, but the thing is, that's why like if you want to like really beef up security, it's like you got to start from the inside and work your way outward. Start by making secured QR codes.
And stop scalping people, you official convention people. Stop scalping the people you want at your conventions.
Quit overselling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to you, AX.
Oh yeah, Anime Expo, you're just as bad.
I'd say they're the worst because not only are they overcharging for each individual ticket, both one day and full weekend, but also they're overselling. So like, it's like I know they're expecting no shows, so it's like, oh, we got to oversell it to create the illusion that it's a full convention. But the thing is, what if no one decides to go AWOL? What if everyone that you oversold to decided to show up? Like, are we gonna pull a United Airlines on all of the doctors out there? So it's like, oh, we oversold. So if you're dressed up as David Tennant or Dr. Stein or Vegapunk, y'all gotta leave. Y'all gotta leave.
Yeah, but
they better do a Kyoger ending dance with King Okay. Here's what I think is gonna happen. On one episode, they're all gonna do the Kyoger dance, and on the other episode, they're gonna do the King Oger dance. Okay, because like they're both dancer seasons.
You just cannot not do the King Oger dance. Like,
or they're gonna do some kind of amalgam But
that's true. They've done amalgam dances before.
Yeah, with like Go Busters versus Shinkenger. Yeah, like
Kira made no. Q Ranger and Lupot.
Yeah. Did Lupot even have a dance?
They didn't, but they incorporated the Q Ranger dance into whatever they were doing.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you have two teams that both have dances.
Oh no, Rhea Soldier and Kira Major.
Okay, Sometimes they do like an amalgam song to which they combine choreography to both dances. We've seen that in Shinkenger versus Go Onger. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was a third option they would go with. Heck, even with what's it called? You know what I really loved, how in Zyuohger they did the Sentai Hero Getter and incorporate all the members.
Oh yeah. I love that. I want to talk about this blasphemous quote. What about being no? Hell no. Absolutely not. No. How dare? How dare?
Here's what I say. I still say that that Kusaka should not have been Sonoya, but instead should have been Sonoka. Like the Mr. Number 9. And then have him show up with Sonoi and Sonosa. So then when they announce their team name, they would be Sonoka Isa.
You know what? Okay. I'll let you have that one.
I've been having that one for like half a year now.
No, but first off, Sonoi, I will let this comment slide if it means that Taro has to save Sonoi. Only way I'll accept it. Other than that, he's blasphemy. Now I'm losing my voice. But yes, that was Kid. Oh man, we went way over time. That was King Oger, episode 31. Oh boy, next week is gonna be a doozy.
Yes, but we will have a special guest to help us out with that one, so that's good. Yeah. So let's hope that they pull through. And yes, so with all that said, guys, if you enjoyed watching this episode, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. Tuesdays, we are doing Ultraman Blazar at 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. We, on the Wednesdays, Kamen Rider Gotchard, 7:30, 10:30 Pacific Eastern. Thursday, Osama Sentai King Oger, 7:30, 10:30 Pacific Eastern. And this Saturday, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, 3:30, 6:30 Pacific and Eastern. So we got 4 shows each week for the next 9 weeks. Technically, this is being like this week and 8 more weeks after that. So stay tuned for all of that. We might have to move things around for Thanksgiving though, but it is.
Yes, Thanksgiving.
But that aside, and yes, if you want to check out our sister channel, The Buttery, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to that as well, where we discuss movies, video game news, TV shows, etc. We did the One Piece live action in December. We're definitely going to do the Yu Yu Hakusho live action because that exists.
Oh yeah,
that exists, and whether it's good or bad, we'll find out and we will discuss it. Will it be as good as One Piece or as terrible as Cowboy Bebop? Only time will tell. Well, only the second hand will count the life it leads.
Actually, did you even talk about did you review the Saint Seiya live action?
Not yet, but we should. Because we all know, although if we do Saint Seiya, we also got to do Diamond's Unbreakable live action because both of those have Makinu in them.
Basically, just do a month. No, month of Makinu, because you'll do Saint Seiya, Diamond's Unbreakable, do One Piece again just for the heck of it, and do the Kamen Rider movie he was in.
I mean, for that, we're gonna do that on the Rider Time archive for sure. But of course, that also means that after we finish Amazon, the first season that we're gonna have to discuss will be Kamen Rider Drive.
I mean, hey, look, I'm just giving you the free content idea. I don't care how you do it.
It is what it is. 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 All right. Okay. So here we go. And yeah. And if you want to check out our personal content, be sure to check me out on Instagram, Boku_Kabuto, on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokuKabuto. And you can find my homeboy right here, Jared, at twitch.tv/HenshinGate, on YouTube, HenshinGate, where they watch superhero time while it's live, as well as anime, K-pop, and other stuff that he likes to discuss. And it is less censored than it is on here. So if you want to hear him,
anything goes there, baby.
Uncut. Go to his Twitch channel.
Uncut, uncensored, unbridled, unadulterated. Crazy times, y'all.
Unbound, like BoJack.
Unchained like Superman.
And it won't be unrequited. And with that said, guys, stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we will see you guys this Saturday. Have a good one. Peace and love.